sort of hitting the splice of the bat and squirting down through the empty gully region down to third man.
Yep. It's another single to the total. The total is now 15 without loss. You might explain to me what the situation is. Read the provincial T20 competition now, Greg. Who's doing what? Or
I think, you know, it's only 20 to 11. It's quite a tricky question.
Is it okay?
No, but my understanding is going into yesterday's matches that the Leinster Lightning needed 1 point to win the competition. So
and they didn't get it last night?
Didn't get it last night. So obviously we've got the Munster team in a couple of weeks down in the Mardyke. So hopefully we can get over the line in that one.
Beautiful morning. In comes Tyrone Kane. Right arm over the wicket. Good delivery. A cry of anguish. Down to third man. It's just the single. Another single to the total. Talking about Munster, I was in Carrickfergus Cricket Club last night. And what a fantastic setup they had there.
Yeah, I saw sort of a lot of the sort of tweets and information going out before the match coming from Carrickfergus, and they seem really excited about hosting that fixture.
Fantastic crowd. All sorts of promotions throughout the game. Good game of cricket.
Yeah.
The Knights batted first and posted 200, and Munster got 150 in reply.
Yeah, James Shannon looked to be continuing his good form yesterday with a good 60.
Yeah, batted really well.
Cleared the ropes a
few
times.
Yeah. It's short ground, small ground, beautiful ground. No
doubt Lord Eagleson was
ruling over.
Yeah,
absolutely.
The boundary.
Yeah, absolutely. But I got to pass out my congratulations to all involved. As a club, they put in huge effort. Another dot delivery.
Yeah, it's a very good start by Kane here. Bowling from the St. John's Road end. Really bowling a really good line and length. Everything's been sort of off stump, outside off stump. And with the field set for that, he's bowling to that, which is great.
Greg Mullins, my co-commentator this morning. Delighted to have Greg with us. In comes Kane. Another good delivery. Just shouldered through to the keeper. Good over that. Very good over. Score is now 16 without loss. We've bowled 3 overs this morning. 3 overs bowled in glorious sunshine. We're here in Pembroke Cricket Club. Delighted to have you with us on the live stream, and we'd love to see you down today. 3 wonderful games of cricket. Later on, we'll have Clontarf against the Hills. This is Pembroke against Merrion. This is Sharma. In he comes. Right arm over the wicket.
I think really, with the pace that Sharma's bowling at the moment, Pembroke are sort of going to be keen to sort of get down the wicket to him, and I'm surprised not to see the wicketkeeper standing up, especially to Theo, who sort of likes to walk down the wicket and then sweep. I think Mick Lewis really should be coming up to the stumps. And you see there the ball not really carrying through to the keeper, so it would make it much easier for him to sort of come up to the stumps.
Yep. Kept a little low, that.
It did.
Surprised to see Lewis as deep as he stands. Sharma, in he comes. It's a good shot, a splendid shot. Second boundary of the morning. Andrew Balbirnie cutting it square of the wicket, adding 4 more to the total. Total now moves on to 20 without loss. Very regular feature here in Pembroke is the dart line that passes by the ground.
It was actually quite interesting a few weeks ago. Ed Joyce a Marion member was telling me that he remembers many a time being on the dart from Bray over to Anglesey Road, and he used to see good friends of mine, Pete Davey and John Davey, who are members of Pembroke here, who were in the nets the whole time, throwing balls to each other. Every time the dart passed, he'd look at it and he'd see the two lads.
Good cricketers. How do they say? Practice makes
Perfect,
Yep.
indeed.
Third man just coming up. Sharma. In he comes. Bowling from the nursery end.
Again,
Nicely
a bit of width.
cut.
Yeah, bit of width, kept a bit low. And nicely squeezed down to the third man area. And excellent running between the
Yeah.
wickets. Again, Sharma into bowl. Nice delivery to finish the over as Pembroke move on to 23 for naught after 4 overs.
Good over that.
Yeah, nice steady start by both teams. I don't think either team has sort of put a stamp on the match yet.
Yeah, I think I'd say both sides will be relatively happy with the start. Pembroke, of course, happy not to have lost a wicket, and just 23 runs, as Greg has said, coming from the opening 4 overs. .23 with outlaws. Andrew Balbirnie on 14.
Oh, little
Streaky.
under edge there.
Yeah.
Under edge there. Just going under the keeper's gloves as well.
Lucky it didn't hit the helmet.
Yeah, it was a close one.
Yeah. Four more to the total. 4 more to Andrew Balbirnie. The score is now 27 without loss. Good crowd building, Greg. I see a good crowd congregating on our left-hand side, just outside the clubhouse. Tyrone Kane. In he comes. Good ball, good shot, no run. Pembroke in their customary red and black. Home of the Foxes.
We
Got-
have everybody out there bar Tom Staunton, I think, wearing the maroon cap. Tom's gone for the sort of
The wide-brimmed.
the old-fashioned wide
Yep.
brim cap.
Yep, you can't beat a wide brimmer.
Yeah, there's certainly, Heatley, it's certainly an attire that you're quite keen on.
Been wearing it for a few years now, Greg. First big appeal of the morning.
Probably just got outside the line of
I
that
think
one.
so. Umpire Bala unmoved. Our umpires today, Martin Block, who as we speak is standing square leg. Umpire Bala, the on-strike umpire, 27 without loss.
Yeah, I think with the 6-3 field that Tyrone's bowling to, the batsman there was just trying to sort of come down the wicket and sort of push it through the onside, sort of keen to get one of the fielders over from the offside onto the onside and not just allow Tyrone Kane to bowl to a 6-3 offside field, which he's been able to do so far.
Got to say a big hello to LHK Insurances. They are our final match day sponsors, and well done to them, and a big thank you and a big shout out to them. Days like this, terribly important to have good sponsors, and we have a splendid sponsor in LHK. We're delighted to have them with us today. You're very welcome. Kane, in he comes again. Nicely played. The call is 2. It should just be 1. It is just the 1. tickled round the corner. Nice bit of give in the outfield, Greg, with that bit of moist rain that we've had over the last couple of days. Nice outfield to field on, I would have thought.
It is. It's certainly a ground that, if you go back 10 years, this ground has really improved so much since 10 years ago. The outfield, really on both sides of the square, is looking fantastic. It used to be a case that towards the railway tracks it was sort of known as the minefield. I think those days are gone. They've certainly invested a lot of money in to make sure the minefield is no more. And here we are at the end of the fifth over. Pembroke moving on to 28.
Two good games today, Greg. The all south side semi-final, and later on we've an all north side semi-final. So it's good to make sure that we're definitely assured of a north side south side final. It's the LHK T20 Finals Day. We're in Pembroke Cricket Club.
We have Sharma bowling his third over of the day, as it's swatted out to the cover boundary and fielded by Tom Staunton.
Poor delivery that, got away with that really.
Yeah, I think we're thinking here Marion are probably doing well to get away with the third over from Sharma. As he comes in again, bowling to Lawson.
Oh.
And not really a good delivery there by Sharma, as I think a premeditated sweep was coming no matter what ball was being bowled there.
I think given the fact that it was a slower, in fact I'll call it a loopy full toss on leg stump, no difficulty for Lawson to swat that round the corner for 4. The score is now 33. Pembroke having won the toss earlier on today. Paul Lawson won the toss and elected to bat. Pembroke 33 without loss. We're in the 6th over. Beautiful day here in Pembroke Cricket Club. Great to see. Oh, here's an opportunity. No, it's not. It's going to be in the gap, Greg.
It's just going to be in the gap there. Another sweep by Lawson. I think the fielders did well to keep it down to just 2 runs there.
Absolutely. As you say, that premeditated sweep at times can be very difficult to bowl to.
It can be difficult, but it can also be easy when you know the bowler. As a bowler, you know it's going to come.
Yeah. In comes Sharma.
And there we have Theo Lawson coming down the wicket again to Sharma. There's been no real encouragement from the captain to get the keeper to stand up. Again, Sharma into Lawson. This time coming down the wicket. 1 bounce 4. Over, long off.
The cry is good shout T from his teammates. Splendid shot there from Theo Lawson. Just coming down the track and smashing it for 4 runs. Really good shot. 39 without loss. We're in the 6th over. Should just be the one. Tom Stanton gathers and throws. Good to see the wall starting to fill up, Greg.
It certainly is.
Semi-final, the score is now 40-0 off 6 overs.
We're here in Pembroke Cricket Club, and I'm delighted to see the president, Sean Smith, strolling around the ground there. Camera around his neck. Plenty of good shots to be taken today, Sean. First change of bowling.
Yeah, first change of bowling from the St. John's wood end is actually Tom Staunton, who I think is going to play a big role here. He's been bowling really tidily this season. He's a seamer who's turned into
You got
spin bowling.
You've got to
pretty well.
admire him.
He's done well, and he's done well so quickly.
Yes,
To make the change and actually start doing really well so quickly is a testament to actually the work that he's done over the winter months. During the summer, he's really worked hard at it.
absolutely. Part of that great Staunton family, so involved for so many years in Marion. Father Robbie, Mum Arlene, great stalwarts of the club. Tom himself. It's a good start.
I think I did Tom a misservice there earlier in the innings when I mistook him for the gentleman under the floppy hat, who in fact isn't Tom Staunton. It is in fact Marion's overseas player, who like Tom is a left-arm spinner, and a very good bat too.
It's been at best average, really, the fielding on the part of Marion this morning,
Yeah,
Greg.
there's been a bit of a sloppy sort of aspect to their fielding, but like that, it is a semi-final. Pressure is on, playing away from home, so hopefully the nerves have been settled at this stage and they should get into the game.
This is the LHK Insurances T20 Finals Day. 2 semi-finals and a final. Nicely played there. Soft hands by Andrew Balbirnie, just pushing it out into the covers for 1 run. Andrew Balbirnie moving on to 21. The score moving on to 42. So both batsmen now on 21. Nicely swept for 1. The Alan Murray Cup, Greg, it's a new format this year.
Yeah, it's been a very exciting sort of format. It's been great because we had 3 continual weeks of T20 cricket, which was great, and to finish here on a sunny weekend in Sandymount has been excellent. And it's really back to really the home of the Alan Murray Cup final, which was here for many a year. And I think the players have really enjoyed it.
Good bit of fielding that.
Yeah, nice steady over there by Tom Staunton. I think that sort of showed maybe a bit of the slower stuff on this sort of pitch is probably going to work pretty well.
Yeah, and I think all 4 sides on view today have an array of spinners in their ranks. So
we have a change here now at the nursery end. John Anderson is coming on to bowl. He's a bowler that hasn't bowled a huge amount this season, but in the last few weeks he's sort of started to bowl a bit more and has done really well. It was probably a surprising element for me yesterday watching the Interpro is that he didn't bowl, because we were certainly searching for wickets, and I would have thought in his home ground he was probably worth a bowl. Maybe sometimes a captain doesn't tend to bowl himself as much as he should. Hence he's not captain today, and he's come on second change here today.
you're right. I think it's one of the great dilemmas in which a captain finds himself, which is, do I, don't I?
Certainly captains might decide to bowl towards the death when they can pick up a few wickets, pick up a few bunnies. But yeah, you always try to sort of maybe please other players on the team and not put yourself out there as the guy who has got the ball in his hand the whole time.
Well, in he comes, Irish international, splendid cricketer that he is, John Anderson. Such an integral part of this Marion side and has been for many years now. Right arm over the wicket.
It's a very good shot there. Over pitched there by Anderson. It was really well weighted there by Balbirnie as he squeezed it out through the covers and beating the fielder who was sweeping the boundary.
Just always puts the bowler under pressure when a 4 comes off his first delivery, be it of his spell or of the over.
Well, it certainly is a tactic that some batsmen sort of use, is actually to target their first ball, because it really sets you up for the rest of the over. And they do say the first ball and the last ball of an over is generally the over as a bowler is more vulnerable. And especially as a bowler, if you go for a 4 off the first ball, you're really playing catch up for the rest of the over.
And you're sort of in protective mode really after that. In comes Anderson.
This time over pitched.
Should be 2.
And
it's a big boundary, an easy 2. Nicely played by Balbirnie, who moves on to 28. That brings up the 50 for Pembroke. 50 without loss. We're in the 8th over. Andrew Balbirnie on 28, Theo Lawson on 22. Another really good cricket shot. Good over this for Pembroke.
Again, slightly over pitched, and Balbirnie enjoyed the width as he lofted it over the extra cover region.
Getting great encouragement from his colleagues on the Pembroke benches. Oh. Just the single. Got to say, by and large, Greg, it's been a good season weather-wise for us in Leinster.
Yeah, the weather is always obviously the tricky part of playing club cricket in Ireland. You never know what you're going to get. But by and large, what I've noticed is the weather certainly has been slightly better, and also as a result, the pitches that the guys are playing on have certainly been very good. Only last weekend, I think, between Division 1 and 2, 400s were scored. Doesn't happen too often.